friends, and welcome to the Soak and Savor Yin and Qigong class. Nourish and surrender with low and slow poses. Remember to soak up these long, savory moments and hydrate those achy joints and muscles. For this practice, you'll need a scarf and a bolster or a small pillow. Now put the scarf right around the base of the neck, and there's a gentle tug and pull action here. And it's important to keep the chin tucked in and the crown forward. We in-breath to center and out-breath to tug. The neck is a tender place, so make sure you have proper diagnosis from your doctor. Here's a side view. We use light touch. And this helps to restore balance and harmony in the thyroid, and can help reduce stress, circulate blood flow, and unblock tightness and dryness in the C3 and C5 nodules. Now we'll turn, and it's right at the base of the jaw. So turn and tuck, and then pull down with the right arm. In breath, and then switch. It's a little bit of a dragging and turning, and just kind of exploring the movement, directing the movement, slow and steady. Using light touch. No need to overdo it here. Linking the breath with the movements is key to our Qigong and yoga practice. Now we'll switch and try not to choke, right? So left hand to right part of the strap or scarf, and then right to left, tug. Keep the chin tilted, ear to shoulder blade. And again, just a very light and gentle prop here. I was inspired to create effective poses to help relieve pain, especially when you feel tight and tense and cramped up and hurting. I hope you can let these nourishing Qigong movements activate a healing response in your body that helps us keep ourselves balanced, strong, and flexible. We're bringing the strap or whatever you're using above the head to open and round and wrap. We in-breath, rise, heart to sky, chest, chin. Out-breath, pour it in, C-shaping the spine, the bones, tucking the chin, soften the jaw. Keep going with the movement. Just opening up the spinal cord. Releasing the tension, freeing up space here. We'll find some twists. So we take it through horizontal, and then the right hand comes down, left side comes up, and try to look over the shoulder line, just see what's there. We're turning from the mid back, not the low back. Unchinking these bound and wound up chains. And come back up, and we'll twist again, but it's a goal-posted elbow. And just turn from midline, side to side, just explore the movement. My hands are a little wide, but you can bring them in more too. Take the prop right on the neck and just start to play with circular motions or half circular motions. Up and down movement is great. Side to side movement. And there we go, shake it out. Move the prop away. And now we'll find circular motion through the hips. In hip circles, so we're going to dive and glide, try to look over the shoulder blades. So it's a little bit of a side bend forward, side bend, and then C-shape back. And the circular motion of the hips helps to loosen up those tight muscles in the low back and hips, and helps to increase range of motion, flexibility, hip strength, and can even help trim the waistline. Let's move the other way. Now the in-breath can come forward and the out-breath can C-shape back, but that's also up to you. Just find a nice flow of this pace. Low and slow, my friends. Come back to center, give it another shake. Now we'll set the bolster to the side and come up with the legs, just easy swims, forward, back and forth. Point the toe, give our knees some blood flow. easy windshield wiper side to side. It had just rained, and so it's pretty chilly out and wet and bright. Now we'll take the left leg in and flex, and then the right leg long, hands behind the knee, nice ankle circles. All the meridian lines run through these feet, so great for range of motion, flexibility, and mobility. Now it's a side bend with a neck release and a reach. So we reach with the left arm and then trace the palm of the hand over the body into a side bend. Stack the bones. In breath, reach. Out breath, glide over very gently and just see what's there. Opening the ribs, opening the lungs, stacking of the bones. Now it's called side bend into a neck release, so try to let that neck release. We'll hold it here for a moment. The elbow can come on the knee, hand can help the head and neck. Gentle breath in and out. We'll start to slowly transition forward and over the leg and into our first Yin waves. Help to guide and direct the chi, or the life force, through the various meridian lines of the body. Jut and wrap and tuck and rise. In breath. And then slowly switching. We call these the dolphins. We mirror the dolphin like peeking up through the sun out of the water and then diving back in. The fin sticks out. It's very nourishing again. Now we're going to find our first hold. So forward fold in a way that feels comfortable for you. Maybe something underneath the sitting bones or forehead. I've wrapped my hands under the calf muscle, which I really like, but feel into that as we hold for just a few moments with breath and a pause, allowing everything to just slow down. Great things are done by a series of small things put together. One slow breath at a time. We'll root the hands and begin to round to rise using our in-breath. Draw the left arm up, take it out to the side of the hip. Switch the right hand so that the palm is open, and if it's there, open those hips up. There's a nice slow circular motion in the hands if you want to dive the hips back down and rotate to rise with big armed circles. Inhale and exhale. Just opening up our life force so that we can stay balanced, strong, and flexible. Tee the arms out and exhale, lower down. Bring the hands behind, lean back. Bend the left knee and we'll rotate right and left. Just a little bit of an internal and external rotation. All right, let's come to the other side. Shake it out a little bit, extend. And then with that left leg and the hands behind the knee, we'll circle the ankle one way, circle the other way, really find full range in that circulated motion. Give it a shake. We'll set it down and then we'll meet the reaches on the other side. So grab somewhere that feels right on the left and then with the right arm reach on the in-breath and slowly paintbrush the hand into the side bend on the out-breath. Side bends also are associated with the spring season and the liver and gallbladder organs. A lot of these side bending poses help stimulate and massage the liver. Now we'll slowly, after the next one, we'll open it over and pause, stack, find a comfortable position, support the neck and head as needed, and just feel that openness, kind of shift and just make it yours. Now we'll open the arms somewhat and slowly forward fold over that long left leg and find those waves. In breath rising, heart to sky, and bowing forward and rounding back to come up. The slower we move, the better. allowing the breath and the movement to become one. Go down to come up and back to come in. And when you're ready, we'll come over that front leg and hold the position. And here it's all about self-exploration, scanning the body. What does your hips need, your shoulder blades, your forehead? And come to a place of quietude. Begin to rise, letting the neck and head come up slowly. Right arm draws up. Slowly bring it out to that side, a good foot and some. Paintbrush the left arm, and when you're ready, rise on up. If you'd like the hip dips and the arm circles, go for the motion. Stretching the limbs from earth to sky. Bring the arms out into a T and slowly let it go. Lean back again. Shift the foot and the knee so that you can open and close or abduct and adduct that amazing hip flexor. All right. Now we'll pad the knees if needed and come to a tabletop. And here we're just spinal flossing. This is for the vagus nerve and is one of the most overlooked secrets to better health. The vagus nerve runs from the brain to your stomach and digestive system. This spinal cord work here through cow-cat is a counterbalance movement. We go back to look up, in breath, and forward to round in on the out breath. This also helps to lengthen and strengthen our spine. In breath, long arms, upward tuck and round and push and dip, making the most out of the work. Shake it out a little bit. And then the hips will move slowly side to side. Find an edge. Maybe it can dip quite low and over and you would look the opposite direction. Maybe just a little bit today goes a long way. Try to get outside when you can and practice. Getting out in nature is essential, and adding movement to that is also just magical. Now we'll take the left leg forward and into our first half pigeon. So what's nice here is if your hips are higher than your knee, sit on something. But if you don't need anything, maybe you can use the bolster for the front of your body. There are lots of ways to make this doable. The back leg is long and the knee on the front is outside of that hip. Now here we're taking circular motions. Try to look back behind your shoulder blade. Lean into the right side, come forward to jut, and then back around. This is really great for the hips, but no pain. Modify where needed, friends. Slow circles, looking over the shoulder, such a nice spinal twist, helping to release some of the pressure that can be created through the lumbar and the legs. And we'll slowly fold, and the fold again is to hold and to find that nourishment and surrender here, this sacred space. Time to pause. One slow breath at a time. Make it comfortable enough that you can be in it. Let the pose come to you, my friends. Being outside, there's always fun critters. Now, this is a modified variation if it is too painful for the hips or the knees. Come onto the back, take the ankle and the knee, same leg, and then grab either the top of the knee or behind the knee. You do the same to the other side if needed. Just a few more long breaths. I think I had a snail or a tiny slug on me or something. Now we'll begin the journey out of half pigeon and into a side bend neck release transition, and then through straddle, both legs out to the sides. Now it's nice to find circles in the ankle, a light leaning forward, go the other way. We'll circle the knees as well, the mighty knees, eliminating pain and tightness and stiffness in the knee joints. And then tap the knees, maybe shake them out a little bit. There we go. Shaking is still one of the best things you can do for the body. Instant relief. All right, now right side leads right into the other leg. Grab the bolster and put it where needed, maybe underneath that right hip joint. Perhaps if that's not needed, or maybe you need both, take something in front. All of these are just opportunities and options. Take them or leave them, friends. Just find a safe and comfortable place for the body that's just enough. And then we'll find those beautiful wave-like circles. Looking over the shoulder blade, drawing to the side, reaching forward, and then over. Guiding the energy and pathways through the body. Form of Tao Yin motion, marinating the bottom region and moving mindfully the upper regions. And we'll come back through center and we'll find the slowly held half pigeon on the other side. And enjoy the rest. Modify where needed. We'll be here for some time. This is Simon. He's mainly outside. He's very alpha and very sweet, and he has the loudest motor. Did I mention he's very bossy? But he makes up for it with his kindness and sweetness. There's nothing like an animal loving on you. Now we'll begin the journey out of that because you were attacked by an animal. And then rotate the hip joint internally and externally. And here we'll come to our sitting bones. I have the bolster behind me, but you don't need it. And then some cow and cat work. So we'll grab on top of the knees and rise up, lift up, in breath. And then grab behind the knees and wrap in C curve, out breath. And then come on back up. Side body work now, which is great. So here, some support underneath those ribs on the right side. And then stack the legs long. Now we're going to lift that top leg and push and pull. So I want your left leg to get longer than your right leg, and then shorter. And this hip mobility movement is so like form driven and alignment driven to reset those hips. So just practice forward back motion. Maybe you can take the bolster inside of the knees. And I like that too. That seemed very supportive to work with. Now the toe on that left side can be pointed or can be flexed or just neutral. Just see what's there. Explore with the motion. Just keep drawing the hip. Like if I could put my hand on your ankle, I would tug and then shorten. Now we'll scissor kick the leg in front and tap. And as far back as you can reach without hitting your flower boxes, tap. In breath and out breath, and the chest plate moves a little bit away from the leg. In breath, finding more beautiful hip rotation. And out breath. We'll stack again. Now bend the bottom knee so that it's around hip distance, and then take the top knee into the bottom foot. And with your top hand, grab the ankle. I grabbed the big toe side of my foot, but it really depends on the leverage of getting that knee down. Now there's support under the chest, and the forehead can land on the forearm, but also if that's too much on your left shoulder blade, you can adjust. A large pillow would be good here, or a block, or nothing. I've moved that out of the way. Feeling anchored and stretched and relaxed into the position so that that breath can flow and the body can do its great work. The thing I love about deer with a quad stretch is that there's such a nice twist here, releasing tension and freeing up space in the spinal cord. Now we'll take the leg long. Again, ankle circles when you can. Tap and then take the leg and flex it over to the right, and then extend and tap it to the left. So just feel that nice easy flow from left to right movement. And then after this last one, we'll find a twist. So root that ankle into the side of the knee, right arm up. Find that twist from the midline of your back, ideally taking long exhales there. I put my hand on the heart, chin is drawing in and down, shoulder blades are soft. Twists are so marinating for the spinal cord and so detoxifying to the organ wall. Come back to center. And we'll meet the other side, little windshield wipers. Take the bolsters and all the things over to the other side as we prep for the next part of our sequence. All right, left side's turn. And then the top leg. Now lift and then stretch it so that it gets longer than the bottom leg and then shorter. Sometimes it's nice to put a bolster in between the knees as an option. And the breath can be natural. Lengthen on in-breath And shorten on the out breath is good too. Move the prop out of the way if you used one. And we'll take scissor kicks. So make sure you have some space. And lift the top leg and tap it in front. And turn it and cross it all the way back. Turning the chest plate to the floor on exhale. And the L shape in front on the in-breath. Working our outer leg line, glute, and spinal cord. More great hip work. Now bend the bottom knee and take the top knee right into your foot with your hand somewhere on top of the foot. And we'll turn this into a beautiful quad stretch with deer legs. Now we'll surrender into the position, supporting the neck and head. Maybe bolster under the chest, maybe not, like so. See what's on the other side. It's one slow breath at a time. Scanning the body and taking the breath where it needs to go. Very nourishing to all the tension and the tightness that lives here in the hip joint, quad, shoulder blade. Let the breath go in and sweep out all that tightness. As you can see, this side is a lot tighter for me, and I'm trying to find a comfortable position. All right, we'll come out of it. Extend the leg, tap it, circle it, shake it, breathe into it, and then we'll find those nice crosses through a twist. In breath one side, out breath the other, moving the chest plate again away from the leg. Nice and smooth and gentle movements. Into the seated spinal twist. Left arm over that right knee somewhere. Feel the edges. Maybe you have to pad sitting bones. Just reach into that side body and twist just enough. Goes a long way. Take slow in breaths and out breaths. And explore if you can deepen the twist with your exhalation. A little bit of a give and take here. Come back to center, take the leg in your hands. We'll move into seated cow-cats. L-shape the hands under the knees and C-shape the spine, tucking the chin. Grab on top of the knees and inhale, rise on up. Another great movement for the spinal cord. Cow and cat, seated, very doable and easy. Unchinking the spinal chains. Then lower on down, use that core to get there. Bend the knees underneath those ankles. Now grab the left leg and we'll circle. The hand is behind the knee, so make sure that's okay on your hamstring. Shake it out. Take the ankle to the knee and traction, pushing the hips with the palms of the hands. Elbows down, forearms up. We'll do reclined twist with counterbalance. So left to right and then left to left. Nice easy taps. And you're going to traction the ankle to the knee and push the knee slightly forward. And that really opens the hip flexor. And it's such a nice back massage. Breath is pretty natural. Inhaling in the middle and trying to exhale to the sides. Maybe stay to one side, that feels tighter. Now we'll come into the traditional recline twist, a little bit of a push, and then maybe a stacking or prop under the knee. Lots of great things to do here. Prop on the foot, prop between the knees, lots of great ways to recline twist. Now the gaze on that left arm is soft. If it feels okay on the neck, the gaze can also be to the sky or even over on the right side. It's nice long and slow breaths through that left side. Stimulating detoxification for the spinal cord and helping to bring the body back to balance. When you're ready, come on back to center. Windshield wiper side to side. Hug the knees in for a little reset. Roll and wrap, pushing the knees forward and back. Now draw the right leg up, grab behind the knee, and we'll do the circles on the other side. Try to circle full range. Really get into that ankle line. Shake it all out. Ankle to knee, hands to those hips to find the traction. And then the counterbalance movement. Elbows down, forearms up. Tap over to the right, and then tap over to the left. Move at a pace that works for you. Ideally, twisting and turning on the exhalation. Nourishing into that recline twist in a way that serves you and works for you. Gaze to the right side. That feels okay on the neck. Or gaze to the sky, or even to that left side. Spend some time here. Just marinate in the movement. Coming into a state of renewal and feeling refreshed. Clearing out the old patterns and coming into the new amazing self. Soaking up the poses and savoring that silence. Put on some good music and just let the body go and flow. Bend the knees, come on back. Nice little rolls here. Dao Yin rolls. Lengthen the legs if that feels okay on the hamstrings. We'll point and flex the toes. Circle the ankles. Other way. Shake it all up. Bring the arms up, same thing. Circle. Other way. Give it a shake, 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 shake. Hug it back in. Give yourself a big squeeze for being here on this longer practice. What a joy, what an honor. Either come up like I did, rolling up, or coming to the side and coming up. That's such a great way to modify. Maybe sit on the bolster if your hips are higher than your knees. Great way to leverage the low back. Let's get comfortable and we'll center the Qigong here. As we start to finish our practice, palms are open. We draw the hand up to the sky and exhale, pull the sky down right in front of the middle of the body, sinking the chi, relaxing the heart, coming back to the self and that centering and grounding way. Such a beautiful thing to do daily, especially if you really need some stillness or some silence. You can really do this anywhere, my friends. But I recommend doing it outside. There's something pretty magical about doing mindful movements and nature. And breath up through the left. And as slow as your exhale can go, down through the front line of the body. Releasing the old stale patterns. We'll hook the thumbs. Come back to the center refreshed and renewed. I hope this is what that routine leaves you, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. We'll take friendly circles in the belly, restoring our chi. These circles store extra chi in the belly and is also known as the field of elixir. We're on this mindful mission for longevity and nourishing and restoring our whole body for more vitality, for better digestion, anchored into wholeness, my friends. We'll bring it up to the heart and out there to the world. Thank you to my friend Shauna who helped sponsor this video. Stay tuned for more, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. Okay,